Hi, Tim. My name is Neil. I'm with Dorkaholics.com. Pleasure to be speaking with you
Hey,
today.
Neil. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. First, I'd like to ask you, what was your familiarity with Magnum PI prior to coming onto the project?
I was a huge fan of the original, the Tom Selleck version. I remember, as a kid, staying up and watching the original. When this opportunity came around, I was obviously ecstatic. It was a chance to, at least in a lateral way, be a part of this show that I grew up with, and it's been a blast since we started in 2018, and we're still going strong.
I understand there was a network shift between last season and the current season. Um, Besides the complication that might have stirred and the uncertainty, now with the new network, was there anything specific that you're looking forward to in this season that fans and audiences can look forward to?
We've been on this journey with Katsumoto from a by the book kind of police officer, duty, honor, and he really kind of looks at the world through a very specific lens. I think we've slowly been kind of widening that worldview, and this season we really get a chance to watch Katsumoto kind of bloom into someone that isn't so rigid in a lot of the ways that he's done things in the past. So it's a lot of fun watching that change because it's not always a smooth change. There's a lot of bumps and in the road, along the way. But it's a lot of fun watching it happen.
How would you say this role is impacting Asian representation in the media for the better?
Well, I mean, I think first and foremost, growing up, I didn't have anything like this as I was watching TV, as I was a TV fan or a movie fan. I think we've gotten, obviously we're in a different place now, and it's a much better place. I think the character, is portrayed as a competent, strong individual. He doesn't, he's not kowtowing to anything. And I think it's a strong portrayal and it's a positive portrayal. And it's something that I would have loved to see when I was a kid growing up. But I just, I'm blessed and have the honor of actually playing it as an actor. It's been a blessing all around.
For fans that need that extra push, what do you say they can look forward to in giving this series a chance?
Well, first and foremost, I don't think that, I mean, anybody that approaches the show with I love the original, it better be like the original. It's not what it's going to be. We've taken a lot of the great things of the original, a lot of the spirit of the original, and made it our own. So I think you got to kind of keep an open mind when you're approaching it with respect to that. As far as the show itself, it's like everyday life. It's like your life. It's like friends and family and what happens. It's not just a procedural crime of the week kind of thing. We delve into a lot of family, and word we use here in Hawaii is Ohana, right? Family, and the concept of that, it goes beyond blood relatives, right? And we end up really learning a lot more about these characters in their behind the scenes stuff rather than, oh, I got to solve this crime, or I got to figure out who the killer is, that kind of stuff. So it's a fun ride to be on. You don't have to be a fan of the original to appreciate it. And I think if you do give it a chance and are a fan of the original, you can appreciate us in a slightly different way.
What do you hope that audiences take away after watching the series?
Well, I mean, aside from the just the surface, entertainment of it, because that's sort of first and foremost our goal is for it to be fun, for it to be entertaining. I think it is that concept of Ohana, because I mean, especially in this day and age, we step over people all the time. We don't, take care of our fellow man, and that, I'm going to go back to it again, that concept of Ohana that we try to espouse, we try to promote, is about taking care of each other. It's that human family that we're trying to cultivate loving relationships with our human family, and I think the world at this point is and lacking that quite a bit, obviously. And what the takeaway from that would be, we can try a little bit better every day.
What has been your favorite part of the season so far? Whether it's an episode, a scene, whatever you are allowed to and can share with us.
I think it's well, it's been the whole journey. I mean, I know that's a little vague to say, But it has been the whole journey because all the great stuff doesn't happen overnight, right? I mean, it develops, and watching Katsumoto, or at least portraying Katsumoto and experiencing that development has been the most fun. It's something that I, as an actor playing this part, haven't done in prior seasons. So it's new territory for me. It's new territory for the character, and certainly it's new territory for the audience. So it's been a lot of fun, and you'll see.
Any fun stories between you and the other cast members along the way? Just filming in Hawaii with your Ohana.
Yeah,
Curious.
there's obviously we have tons of fun on set. We're always laughing and stuff, and really kind of making each other laugh and smile. There was one thing that occurred on a show that just aired. On the show that just aired, it was Katsumoto is a bodyguard. He's out of work, and so he's just trying to pick up work from whatever he can do, and he ends up being a bodyguard for a K-pop star. I think that just aired actually. And I remember when I was shooting that scene, there's a scene where the somebody comes out and tries to harm the protectee, and Katsumoto jumps in there and disarms him, etc. But while we were shooting that, during one of the takes, I split my pants wide open, and there was nothing left to the imagination. It was quite embarrassing. We all had a nice chuckle, and the even funnier thing was they did not have another pair of pants for me. So I ended up doing probably 10, 12 more takes with a pair of split pants, and that was it was an experience, to say the least.
Sounds like it's definitely worth a rewatch just to see, like, okay, is
Yeah,
there gonna be like a split second?
and it was one of those things. Let's put the camera a little bit higher. Let's get that out of the shot. So.
Thank you for sharing that story. Um, and I guess what's a memorable episode from past seasons that's really worth watching? You said is iconic for you and your character.
I think it was great. I forget which season. I want to say after we've done almost 100 of these, it was an episode where Katsumoto comes to terms with how he separated with his sister,
Mhm.
who has passed away, and that episode for me was more. It was a lot more that I could really sink my teeth into. I wish I could remember the title. I apologize. But that episode was a lot of fun to do as an actor, and it just kind of sticks in my mind as one that I won't forget.
Coming across Magnum PI, I was taken aback by like, oh wow, the Flash and Zaz, the James Bond vibes in Hawaii
Yeah,
masked up. But there certainly are those moments where it dives a little deeper. You can have, as you're saying, like a little bit more to bite off of, and that's something that I think is really great for the series. What is what is one of the more deeper topics that this season is going to explore?
well, I think that as far as the season as a whole, and I keep yeah, I keep going back to it because that's kind of what the show is about, and we just kind of try to do it. Is that theme of family, is taking care of each other. There aren't these huge revelations. We're not trying to stand on a soapbox and try to give out be preachy and give out these revelations. It's really about family and taking care of each other. And I think the entire season so far, it really, we just keep that in mind. And I think you can kind of set your watch to it. Every episode touches on that theme over and over and over. And I think it's an important one and deserves to be touched on over and over and over. Family,
Looking-
taking care of each other. That's it.
I'm definitely looking forward to seeing the rest of the season. But thank you so much for your time today, Tim. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, Neil. I appreciate it.